You go down a goal against the number 8 team in the country. You rally for a 3-1 win. How significant is this win?
Yeah, it's a good win, right? It's Stanford. They're a perennial top 10 team. Yeah, it's a good win, but we have to also temper ourselves here a little bit that it's one win, and no trophy tonight. And the guys know, we talked about it, it's one result, and a long but quick season. So yeah, we're very pleased with their effort, but at the same time, it's one result.
Beyond just pure effort, what did you think of the way your team played, including with a lot of new guys in there?
Yeah, I mean, sometimes we had 4 freshmen on the field, and all played very, very well. Yeah, I thought first half was chaotic. We were under it for the first 25. We matched the physicality and the effort and the energy that Stanford always brings. And then we got the ball down and started playing. And once we could play a bit and be able to pass through their initial pressure, and space opened up. And in the second half, I think we were clearly on top of the game.
Papa's goal clearly gave your guys a lift as with the equalizer, but your team looked different in the second half. What kind of adjustments did you make, or what did you talk about at halftime?
We made small tactical adjustment just with the positioning of one player, but it wasn't much. I thought we were in the game. The goal gave us belief, and sometimes when you play a top 10 team, and you're not ranked or whatever we are, you have a little bit of hesitation, and that gave us the confidence and belief we needed. I mean, it was a really good goal. The lane whipped in a good ball, and I thought Kieran was excellent tonight, and Kieran had the composure to cut it back to Papa, who does what Papa does, and tucked it home.
You mentioned Kieran. He, Bailey, JP, several new guys. Did any of them seem? What did you think of them overall in their first college games?
Yeah, I mean, JP, Bailey, Kieran, and Mads. They're excellent, right? I mean, that's why they're here, and that's why they're recruited. They're fully ready for a game like that. They've all played at a really high level. That game, they see this game as this isn't above them. It's not something they haven't seen before in this environment. They both come from, both the internationals come from pro environments, and JP and Bailey are 2 of the top recruits in the country. So. And there's more freshmen that deserve to play too. So, we're excited about what that group can do.
Costa gets the go-ahead goal and the insurance goal 15 seconds apart. On the first one, he has the composure to get the rebound, turn it to the left side. And then the second one, obviously, he hits from a mile away. Which was more impressive to you?
I mean, the second one's obviously fantastic. I mean, the kid's plays a game, on a different level. Like, he sees things other guys don't. He's an outstanding player. The penalty was poorly taken, but keeper left it there for him, and I thought he was going to head it over because it was a little high, but he jumped high enough and headed it home. And then the second one, there's not many people that see it, and there's certain things in a soccer game that your normal players don't see, and Gabriel, he can solve those puzzles, no problem. He's just gifted.
He said that he's never even trained on that shot. Are you going to have the rest of your guys out there hitting 50-yarders in practice?
I mean, that's something you do in the spur of the moment. Like a creative player that he is, he sees something and he executes. Our job as coaches are to give them to put them in situations where they can express themselves. And, Gabriel shooting from 50 yards, at no point would I be like, oh, don't do that. It's Gabriel. He has the ability to do it. And there's other guys on the team that can do it too, and you have to give them the freedom to express themselves and play. And I think he flourishes in that environment.
It's easy to look at the goals, especially when you have one like that, the highlight goal like that. But you had sort of a new look defense with Brandon, with Matz and Tom Haney back in there in front of Cole. What did you think about your guys on the defensive end tonight?
Yeah, I thought we were really good. I mean, Stanford's a tough team to play. With 2 strikers and them smacking balls into the strikers' feet and running off, and it's a tough game, and they were up for it, and that's a good group. I mean, and there's a couple other defenders that have full right to be in there too, and we'll use more guys as the season goes on. But no, I thought the 3 of them They had the composure to play and build out. They were brave in all the aerial challenges. No, I'm really happy with those three, and the two that sat in front, Canute and JP, were outstanding too. When I really think about it, it's hard for me to pick a guy that I say is off the level tonight. They all beat the tank, and they played pretty well.
You said before the game it was going to be physical, and it was, and it got kind of chippy toward the end. What did you think of the way your team just handled the physical nature of the game?
Oh, I mean, it's a physical game. Like, we can't be afraid of it, and we're not. And there's guys who have grown up and come into SMU, and the guys are technically gifted, but they struggle and lack shouldn't be looked down upon, the ability to make a tackle and recover the ball. It's a skill, and it's a trait that should be valued. So to have enough players that are willing to do it, I thought they all would hunt the ball and try to recover it and make tackles and get themselves behind the ball and defend. And it's a really good effort in that. The defensive mentality, there's not a ton of skill involved in it. It's a thought and a thought process and a mentality to defend. And they've embraced it for sure.
Obviously, like you said, it's just one game, but what can a win like this do for your guys going forward?
It could vault us to new heights, or it could tank us. It's one win. We could come out and be hungry and say, hey, this is going to be the way it is, and we're going to prove ourselves every time we come out and continue to lay down efforts like that. Or we're going to be arrogant and we're going to come out and lay an egg. And it's our job to make sure we don't do that as coaches. We have enough older players in the group to enjoy themselves. The weekend, we don't play till next Thursday. It's something you got to enjoy success, but at the same time, we have to maintain the right mentality and values within the team to get back to work on Saturday. It's Stanford's behind us. We got 2 more next weekend.